Hey guys, well, seems like a lot of people have been asking me, what kind of programs I'm using, my general method for making these kind of logos, and stuff like that. So I thought I'd put together an easy to follow tutorial, I guess, for making a death metal style logo, and possibly a hardcore, deathcore style logo, something along those lines. The very spiky, spiny kinds. Trying to think how to spine it. First, there's two ways to start off, really. First would be, you could do something like this. You could take the pen tool or the brush tool. I usually like to start off with the brush tool. It makes it a little bit easier to follow for me. And you just draw a small shape like this. Just something like that. Add a fill. Whatever color you want to go for. And then use the pen tool or a tablet if you have one. Start adding things on like this. Now, you want to make it spiky. You want to make it very sharp, but you don't want to make it too sharp. Too sharp sometimes it makes it look a little unprofessional, I guess, and just generally not as nice. Now, another easier way to start, just if you're a beginner, is to maybe use a thick font that has not so many edges, not so many distinguishing factors. Like, personally, I use Impact for my starting logos, or I have a Watchman font down here that I like to use. We'll do something simple like this. We'll just write LOL. Let me see. There we go. Alright, and if you do it this way, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to really kind of arrange the text how the end product's going to look. Now, let me just set something up here. It's good enough for a starting point, I guess. Now, what you're going to want to do after this is you're going to do a general shape of the shape that you've come up with. Add some rough edges, stuff like that. Cracks too, like this. There we go. And if you flange the corners like this, make them a little more, I guess, just spiky out there. It gives it a better look, more badass look, I guess you could say. The edge is about like this. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's take the eraser key. Now, this is what I personally do for holes and stuff, and like my O's. Is I just take the eraser tool, draw a circle, and just delete it out of there. I'm sure there's an easier way, but I didn't learn very professionally, as you could probably tell. Then I had the rougher edges around the inside of the O too. Just like this. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now, a good way to start off these kind of things is scroll over a little bit. Is if on the edges over here, you start off with maybe kind of like an over-the-top type of spike, something that's easy to branch off of. It's kind of large, stuff like that, and just bring it down like that. I mean, I'm not too big a fan of that, but we'll keep it since this is just a tutorial. Now, another good thing to remember is a lot of bands like symmetry, so copy a lot of the objects that you draw up and just vertically reflect them, bring them to the other side, and set them up to where they're pretty even. The other side. See, that brings it together a little bit more. Makes it look kind of cool, I guess. And then you're going to want to do it at the bottom corner of one of the sides as well. It kind of brings it together a little better. Sorry if my clicks are a little too loud. I have to record from laptop mic, which isn't too great of quality, so I'm gonna try this out. Okay. Alright, so we've got a general shape going, and it looks pretty good. It looks like an easy shape to add onto. Now, the next part is, it's the fun part. It's pretty simple. You just do the basic steps like I just showed you there, and you use this basic shape that we have going here, and you add small spikes onto it, more detailed spikes, you know, more rough edges, a little more cracks, stuff like that. Just go all out and do whatever you think. Do whatever you think looks good. Oh, and just because I guess I didn't say it in the beginning, I am working in Illustrator CS4 on a Mac, which is a very nice program that I got it through school a long time ago, and it hasn't failed me. Works great. And the good thing about working in Illustrator instead of Photoshop is that these shapes right here, much easier to work with than in Photoshop. There's a lot of, you don't have to go through transform and stuff like that just to mess with shapes, you know, and there's a much larger bank for undoing things, so it makes it a little bit easier for me since I draw a lot of different lines and I have to do a lot of undos sometimes because I like one part of the shape but I don't like another. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up a little. Well, this isn't very good logo, I'll admit. It kind of sucks, actually. I wouldn't keep this. I'd probably trash this and start on a new idea. But this, it gets the general point across, which is really what I was trying to do. It's not too detailed. I didn't take too much time on it. But you basically saw a good idea of the way that I do my logos. Now, I usually take about an hour or two of conceptualizing before making my logos. I draw it up on paper, get a good idea what I'm going for, so I don't have a bunch of hit and misses in the part. Come up with a nice shape, a nice foil, and then I'll come into Illustrator like this, and I do the best I can to recreate what I drew on paper and possibly make it better. Hopefully make it better, actually. And usually it turns out pretty good. You can check out my other videos. The Endless Step, I have a really great video on their logo. I really like their logo a lot. I have one on Your Chance to Die, which is a very great band. You should probably check them out. They have a really nice logo that I made for them that they are probably going to be using in an upcoming t-shirt design possibly. They've been using it, they used it on 1 or 2 flyers recently. They seem to like it a lot. But like I said, this is pretty much how I make my logos, no matter how bad this logo is actually. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Thanks, this has been Cameron from Riptide Design. Hope that you guys got as much out of this as I'd like to give to you. If you come up with any cool logos, just send me the link to them in a PM, or just comment on it and tell me to look at your page. Maybe you did a speed draw of you making a logo. Either way, just check out my other videos, and yeah, I guess I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just going to say bye.